It's day 59 of 100 Days of Making Comics, and I just found a panel which looked a little something like this. Now, I don't know what possessed me to cut off just above the eyes, but I only just noticed it, 23 pages in. So I shrunk him down to size a little bit and gave him a little bit more forehead. It's weird. The things you discover when you do a repeat viewing of your own book. To add the dialogue. And this page in particular was another heavy one. I've just been on it for about an hour and a half. And this is a very wordy page. It's kind of like you've seen these people snooping around in my little story, which is Phosphor. It's a little science fiction comic book about a vessel full of scavengers looking for loot. And there's two people who've recently boarded, and they're doing a lot of investigating and being busy not getting along with anyone. And so this scene towards the end of the first issue, which is about 26 pages, is the scene where it all kind of has to come together, where they basically say, this is what we're doing, this is the investigating, and this is what we found, and what we think that means. And you've already seen some of the points of views of the people they're investigating, and so I hope that kind of pays off. But the funny thing that happened was, so I have my notepad before I actually started putting stuff on the page, actual text. So when I made the thumbnails, I draw a lot. I write a lot of ideas, but when I did the rough pencils proper, large, and then the rough things larger on top, I didn't do any text. I added balloons afterwards so that I can build up the flow of the balloons. I mean, I put down ideas, but no actual text. And then I wrote all the dialogue on a separate note. And now I'm trying to fit it in. And for the most part, on most pages, it means the sentences are too long and too verbose, and I really have to trim them because otherwise they're not going to fit in the balloon. They take up too much space, and I've just drawn all that. But this is one page where it's clearly there's so much of a conversation going on. I ran out of dialogue about halfway through the page. So I had to come up with some more stuff and expand a little bit more, and I think I did pretty good. So this is the forehead. So this guy's eyes were right under the green line, and I know you can draw above, but you kind of have to frame it, don't you? So so this is the page. As you can see, there's lots of space for balloons, lots and lots and lots of text, and oh, there's another one. I think this is gonna work. So I'm pretty pleased with myself. And now it is time to get ready to do the laundry, have a shower, have dinner, get plenty of rest. Thank you all for commenting on yesterday's video. I know I was a little down and out, so thank you for the encouraging words not to quit, just because my job sucks right now. All in all, I had a word with my supervisor, and she's in the same boat. She also doesn't know what's happening. She's also completely just out of the loop. I think it reflects poorly, but maybe there's just nothing going on. And when you have a lack of information, that really, especially when things don't look too good, and they actually say oh, everything is fine. Maybe, that's how conspiracies get started, because your imagination takes a turn for the worst. But in the meantime, I try and keep perspective, still have a job, still drawing at work. So check out my Instagram if you want to see my doodles at work. It's also called @Yanimal. And it's time to get cracking, because once all the laundry's out and drying, I need to order some tickets, because Saturday is the big comic book day. And tomorrow we finish early because it's a Friday. But then two of my coworkers are coming home with me to discuss the writings of one of them, which I have to read tonight as well, to give some feedback. But we got a staff party, so we need to make sure that we're ready to drink all the booze. No, just kidding. But at least put a dent in it. And so that means there's not going to be a lot of time for comic books up until the point where I just tell them, like, listen, I need to put in some dialogue here. You guys chat in the corner. So that's definitely happening because, of course, as we know, these are 100 consecutive days of making comics, no matter what. Well, there's exceptions. No, not really. See you guys tomorrow. Hope you're all doing well and working on your projects. I've got my playlist up, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but YouTube is constantly messing up playlists. So I'm watching the watch later, and it's constantly not playing the next video. It's a real pain. So if that's happening to my playlist, then what's the point in making playlists? I don't know if anyone's noticed this. Let me know in the comments down below. But I am trying to catch up with everyone's videos. I'm watching the Artcasters 127 with Scott Campbell right now, which is about Scott Cirkworks, Cirkworks is his handle. Visit to the gallery and getting to post his art on the gallery for the very first time, and that's definitely very interesting. That's pretty cool. So I want to hear all about that, and then get into some more 100 days of making videos from the other artists, part of the V100s. So I'll be catching you guys there in your comment section in a bit.